So today I thought I would talk to you guys a little bit about kind of where I'm at with everything right now. This is kind of a bit of an update video really for you guys to kind of just be kept in the loop with everything. So I've been back and forth a little bit with my coach Rob Frampton, who you guys may or may not know already from the videos, and we've kind of been deciding what the vision is for us, what the rest of this year looks like, and where we want to be putting our time. Now, coming into this year's competitions, we had no idea, well, I had no idea where my standings were going to be. Would I hit podium? Would I be placing within the top 5, top 10? I wasn't really sure. So to go out there and win my first competition, then come second in my second competition, narrowly missing out on first, I think we're both quite confident in saying that we need to now be pushing ourselves to push to get to the Opens level. So that's what we're going to do, and this is kind of me officially putting it out there and saying that I am now going to be coming out of competition prep to go into a very early off season, and I'm just going to work a really heavy off season all the way through the rest of summer, and all the way through winter, and with the vision that through kind of the middle of next year we'll be hopefully looking to go to some British qualifiers and have me qualifying for kind of the National League of Strongman within kind of the next 12 to 16 months, which is kind of crazy, to be honest with you, because well, I mean, now I've only been doing this for, this must be like 15 months, not particularly long. So it was always the idea to get to Opens as fast as possible, and as safely as possible as well, but to kind of reach it in this time. I say reach it, I'm not there, but I am psychologically, because I know that's where I need to be now. But there is a lot of work that needs to be done behind the scenes. I really need to get back on board with my nutrition. I need to keep on packing on size. I'm remaining kind of lean at the moment. It's okay. I'm not holding tons of body fat. I could maybe be a little bit leaner, but I'm still able to kind of have a little bit of athleticism, which is what I always want. So the idea is that we're going to want to try and gradually put on as much weight as we can between now and then, but safe weight, and realistically we just want to be piling on muscle as well. I don't want to get super heavy too early on. So in terms of the lifts, there are quite big jumps, and I can't remember them all off the top of my head. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up my chat with Rob, because he's let me know what I need to be working towards, and for some of them, yeah, it's going to be interesting. So we kind of had a little bit of a back and forth, and I asked kind of rough numbers wise what we would be looking at. So for the deadlift, would be looking to go from, I'm now currently at about, well, it's 240 for reps in inters, going up to Opens. I'm going to be looking to do 280 to 300. So I'm going to look to put between 40 and 60 kilos on my deadlift for reps, which is pretty bonkers. From there, I've got to take my log. My log currently is at, well, like 115, 120 in competition, and I've got to get it up to 150. So again, 30 kilos on the log is going to be a big push, because that's one implement that I'm kind of finding that I'm struggling on the most at the moment, but it's pretty bloody tough. So yoke, I'm not too worried. So the yoke's going to be between 380 and 400. I have hit some 340 yokes, and yeah, it was bloody heavy, but the thought of having, you know, an extra 10 kilo plate per corner, it's not that big of an issue. I know that I'll complete that, and I could probably, if I wanted to, and I was warmed up and ready and had enough pre-workout, I could probably take on a 380 to 400 now. We then have the farmers. So farmers runs, I haven't really done any farmers runs this year, all the farmers runs I did last year, and it's 160 per hand, and Rob wants me to be able to go 20 meters there, 20 meters back, so 40 meters total. Now I have, funnily enough, I think it was either my second or my third training session with Rob, hit a static 160 farmers hold, which he was kind of amazed by, because at this point I'd never really competed before, and I was able to hold an Opens weight. So we kind of knew from them that my grip strength was pretty good. So again, 160, although it's going to be heavy, I don't think I'm going to struggle that much. The only time I've done it previously was, I think it was like 90 kilos per hand, and honestly, it felt like I was picking up a suitcase and running for an aeroplane. Like it wasn't challenging really. The frame was a little bit heavier than that, but I still think 160 is going to be something that we can do quite well. 180 stone. So Rob wants me to be able to load a 180 kilo stone at least 3 times. Now, stones, again, I've only ever done them once, and that was when I was in the Isle of Wight, and I had a 90 kilo stone over bar for max reps in 60 seconds. I've never trained a stone. That was the first time I've ever touched it. I've never touched one since. So I would have to do double the weight of that. But I honestly think that it's gonna be okay. Stones is actually an event that I really would like to do more training on, just to see what my potential is like. Because it seems really cool and it seems really fun, and I'd really like to get behind that a little bit more. And then finally, he said that he wants me to be able to flip a 440 kilo tire about 5 times. Now, from what I know, a lot of the guys that are on the international circuits, so there are small groups of competitors that will travel around like Central Europe and places like that, competing in strongman leagues. I know for a fact that a lot of those numbers that Rob has said there are kind of a lot of the events that you tend to see those guys do, and those rough numbers as well. So I think if we can get up to some of those numbers, you know, the log is going to be a tricky one. I always get worried about the deadlift, but my deadlift's coming on quite well, so I'm happy with that. And if I carry on with the progress that I'm making right now, I don't actually think it's going to be that big of a deal. I'm currently super happy with my training. My body's feeling good, it's feeling tight, it's in need of a bit of massage and a bit of TLC, but realistically, numbers wise, my numbers keep on climbing. My body isn't feeling too beaten up from training. I feel like I'm getting a relatively decent ratio of rest and recovery to work. Business is going well, social life isn't too bad. We're kind of getting into a bit more of a rhythm and routine with my new training plan, which is nice because it's not meaning that I'm feeling like I'm kind of burning the candle at both ends, which is always good. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to see where this goes now going into this off season. So I'm going to try and keep you guys updated relatively regularly, probably at least every month, just to kind of let you know where I'm at with some numbers, with lifts. Maybe I'll kind of interject a few little clips, bring over a few videos from Instagram to kind of bring up and show you guys too. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that those numbers are going to be achievable? If you've seen any of my previous videos, and you'll kind of have an idea on what my lifts are like. So if you think that I've got a chance, let me know below. I always love a little bit of support and help. And yeah, if you guys have any tips or anything, if you guys do strongman yourself and you can kind of see that maybe I need a little bit of help here, I'm always willing to take a little bit of advice, okay guys? So apart from that, I will love you and leave you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whoever you're with. I hope you're having a wonderful time. Look after each other, love one another, and I'll catch you beautiful people on the next video. Peace.